Afternoon folks, we're here doing a little camera trap tutorial for you all. So this is just showing you how to set up a camera trap, where to position it in relation to tracks and signs that you found, and some little hints and tips. So this is the Browning Strike Force camera trap. Pretty easy to set up, just pop the front off. You've got all your modes here, so you just flick it on there. And you can scroll through all the modes, so like camera mode, filming mode, picture mode, stuff like that. It also does time lapse. You can set how many photos you want to take. Let's just turn that off for a second. Most of the time with these camera traps you will get a handy setup guide, which is pretty good. The one I got with this was very simple, straight to the point. Tells you exactly what to do to get some fantastic wildlife footage. But one thing we are going to show you to do today folks, is show you how to set up a camera trap. So here's one that's already been set up, and if you look at this one here, this is called a pile camera trap. It come from America. It's quite a good little nifty one, and we've just secured it there using the tree strap at the back, and then I've tied these up here because some of these cameras are motion activated, whereas this one here is activated by a change in thermal temperature. So when an animal walks past, it senses the change in temperature using the sensors, which is this section here at the top. This is your infrared light at the top there. Then you've got your lens. So when the animal walks past, your sensor detects this thermal heat and starts firing off and taking photos. Exactly the same with this one here. There's your sensor there. Here's your infrared light at the bottom with your lens. It's quite high up because this camera trap is going to be set on a badger set. So badgers are quite active. They stand about this high, so you don't want to be too low to the ground because you'll miss all the good action, miss all the fantastic photos. So yeah, just secure the tree strap right to the top, tie it there. One thing I always tend to do is secure a piece of wood or just a branch that you can find lying around. There's plenty lying around here on the floor. Just grab one of them and secure it nice and tight in there, and that just points your camera trap just slightly forward, so you've got a slightly better field of view. And again, look for tracks and signs. So if you find, say, a badger latrine for example, put your camera trap on one of them because they come quite regular to the latrine sites. If you find a nice little pathway going through, say made by a fox or a deer, put it on the pathway. So what you'll do for that is, say if your pathway is going straight the way through here, you'll angle it slightly to the side, so as the animals are passing by and coming towards the camera, it has a much more further distance in order to recognise that change in thermal temperature and to start taking the photos. The quicker it starts taking photos, 9 times out of 10 the better camera trap photos or videos you are going to get. So yeah, and then make sure it's nice and secure. You can buy a range of padlocks or what are called python locks. I tend to use those. Slides through the little hole at the back there, wrap it round the tree, tighten it up, lock it up, and then no one, fingers crossed, will get your camera trap. So yeah, just remember to tie them quite high up there. If you need to, depending on what type of mammal you're going for, use a stick to secure it. Double check what settings they are before you put it out, and always just double check that you've actually turned it on. There's been a few occasions when you're in a world of your own, you turn on the camera trap, or occasionally you don't turn the camera trap on, you walk away, you come back and it's still on off mode. So just always double check with these. And in terms of the field of view, just make sure it's pointing roughly to where you want it to. This has a field of view of 90 degrees, and I'm pretty sure this has a field of view of 120 degrees, so it's almost like slightly wide angle, comes out to about there, whereas this one is sort of just about here. So that's just a little handy startup guide there folks, just so you can set up your own camera traps, record some mammals, bird life, anything like that, and just change the height according to what mammal you want. So if you're going for a deer, maybe angle it up slightly higher here. Any sort of medium-sized mammal, or what we call a mesopredator here in the UK, like foxes, badgers, stuff like that, you need it sort of in the middle. Any small mammals down low, such as hedgehogs, rats, anything like that. And just remember, definitely tie your straps up, use the stick, and make sure it's turned on.